Major, let us start from here. Who is Major? Is Major his official name or all these stuffs? And where is Major coming from? How was his childhood?
Wow.
Yes.
I'm a real major.
You are a real major.
Kabisa.
Major hii yenye tunajua ya serikali.
Kabisa.
Wow.
I was born in Garissa.
Okay.
In a very odd day.
Okay.
The odd day in April. You know the odd day in April?
The odd day in April.
Odd
day in April.
Yeah.
That is odd day in April.
First April.
First April. Okay.
Yeah. Full
All
day.
right. I didn't know that. I didn't think that way. Okay.
But I was born in the afternoon.
Okay.
So that time full day means around 4 o'clock.
All right.
Yeah. Brought up in Garissa. Did my primary and secondary. And after secondary, went for high school to Meru School.
Okay.
And that was 1984.
Okay.
I don't know where you were born.
No, it was
None of them were.
Yes.
Yeah, but I didn't finish my high school. But in November 1984, I joined the military.
Okay.
Okay.
But not as an officer, as an askari.
Okay.
Because so just that quota system. So at that moment, Garissa couldn't get the officer.
Okay.
Although I was qualified. So I joined as a soldier. Joined the Kenya Air Force. And a lot of people don't know this. I did an aircraft technician course for 2 years.
Wow.
So I'm an aircraft technician too.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Yes.
Beautiful. So here you are, you didn't finish your high school, you've joined the Kikosi, the military,
Yes.
as askari.
Askari.
And all through that. Now you are in Kikosi. What are you doing in Kikosi? Are you doing exercise? Are you walking? Or you're just doing the official duties you are given?
Right now is, let me finish a bit of the military.
Good.
I think then I went back for cadet training and rose to the rank of major.
Wow.
And retired, took an early retirement in 2003 after serving for 19 years.
Wow.
And 3 months.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow. 19 years.
Yes.
Okay.
I've held very several positions, but the best was in the military, especially in the Air Force, divided into the operations, the pilots, the fighters, and then the logistics and administration.
Okay.
So my background is in military logistics. So I became the first logistician to be a military assistant to the Air Force commander,
Wow.
late General Mutai.
Okay.
Yes. Those are very rare things. Yeah. And an operational person becoming a military assistant to the Air Force commander, there must be something that ticks.
Okay.
So after that, I became the second in command of what is called the Central Supply Depot, that's the logistics needs of the Air Force. And after 19 years, I said I need a change.
Okay.
Yes.
And you stepped out.
Stepped out.
Beautiful.
It surprised everybody. It took everybody.
They didn't see it coming.
Nobody saw it coming.
Okay.
But everybody thought that I'll stay into the military until the rank of a general.
Until you retire.
Yes.
Wow.
Not only retire. Always people say that you'll be a general. You're a general material. Certainly you'll be a general.
Okay.
But somehow I decided to take a turn. Early retirement, joined the civil world for 2 years, then joined NSSF for briefly, then went into politics. Not as a politician.
Yes.
Started working for.
Okay.
Yes.
Beautiful. Now here you are, you've stepped out of the military, joined a few things you've done privately, and you decided to step out. How is life now here since you've come now to be a civilian, normal Kenyan? How was life for you?
Initially it was challenging.
Okay.
Because those days the military was a very close society.
Okay.
You didn't have so much exposure to the outside world. Unlike right now, those who are in the military, they interact with the civilian world a lot.
Okay.
Those days we are a bit close society. So it was a big challenge. But somehow I adapted very fast to the extent that I moved from military life to a political life.
Okay.
Okay? And joined the ODM campaign of 2007. One of the operations officers there. We ran that campaign very successfully. Of course, we won. You know what happened.
Yeah.
Then after that, when things went haywire, in January 2008, then we had the Pentagon. A lot of people, when things go haywire, you know, a lot of people run away.
Yes. Yes.
So we remained, very few of us remained with Baba.
Okay.
So Baba is a guy who comes to the office very early. 6:15 he's there. I used to be there before 6 every morning at the Pentagon.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Akikuja, I'm the first one to open the door for him.
Wow.
So 2 weeks, then one morning, He came 6:15. Then I told Baba, I want to see you. I want to talk to you. Can I about the issue? Can I go up to the office? Then we attended. Kaingia kwa ofisi tukakaa, akaniambia, what was the issue? Naambia mzee, this is my background. We have been working with you in the campaign, but this is my real background. But I'm interested to be a personal assistant.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Just like that?
Just like that. I didn't know you were interested in, but give me some time.
Okay.
2 weeks, every morning he's supposed to arrive there. Me and the secretary are there. He comes, arrange everything for him. The first week of February, one morning he came. Where are you? Come. You have the job.
Wow.
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 What basically that says is that for you to get a job or treat whatever you want, you don't have to know anybody.
Okay.
Yes. Just your hard work. You need to work hard. Yeah. And believe in yourself.
Beautiful.
Okay, so in your story, I hear a lot of turns. For example, you were in the military, you decide to go into politics as the operations.
Yes.
And then you turn again, you don't want this, you want to be the PA. What motivates you to just turn and turn and turn?
The second one is not turning because at the end, when we are doing the operations, because we are working for him,
Yeah.
Raila Odinga. So you're working in these operations campaign. The campaign is over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now back to normal life.
But we can't separate because once you're working for politicians, you're doing politics every day.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially somebody like Raila. Yeah. There's no Monday, there's no Tuesday, there's no Sunday.
Every day is politics.
Every day is work.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people. Yeah. And it was very interesting. I learned a lot. The intrigues of those street fights, the intrigues of the forming the Grand Coalition government, the intrigues of negotiating between Kibaki and Raila. I was there. I witnessed it throughout.
Okay.
Okay. The Kofi Annan thing. The day at Harambee House, the
Handshake.
handshake between Kibaki and I was there firsthand. So I witnessed a lot of things. So I'm private to. One day I hope to write my memos on those things.
We'll be waiting for it.
Yeah.
Now, after this, with Raila thin, here you are. Have you stepped out of that the national politics of Raila, or you still continuing it with it? And out of that now, what does your family say? Because now here you've stepped out of the military. This is an official job with salary end month, because by the end of the day, families expect you as a father to take care of them. Then you've gone now to serious political issues with so much mayhem, and family is worried. What is your family saying about this?
Extremely supportive.
Wow.
Like the day I was resigning from the military, I already told my wife, I'm tired of this thing, I'm resigning. Like I said, I'm sour. Now, the most interesting bit was that when I was joining the politics in 2007, I was working with NSSF.
Oh, okay.
Okay? For I think close to 2 years. And I said, no, I need a change. I went to politics. It was that time in the politics of 2007, if you remember it. And this time when I was leaving NSF, I didn't tell him, even I didn't tell my wife.
Okay.
Yes. So after I got this job with Raila in February, when I talked, by the way, do you know I resigned from NSF in November last year?
Oh.
Yes.
So you've been under NSSF for that long?
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years.
2 years, yeah.
So once you left is when you told her, like 2 months later or 3 months later?
3 months later.
That I resigned.
I resigned 3 months ago.
Oh.
Now I have a new job as a personal assistant to Raila Odinga.
How did she take it?
I think she suspected it. She knows me.
Okay.
So she suspected it because I was not going to NSSF. I was there every day in the papers, on the TV. I think she suspected. She said, I think I can be nothing surprising.
Okay.
Yes.
Now here you are in the political field, moving here and there. Yes. What is it that you learned during that period that has been pushing you in this politics till today?
I think the one is the cause.
Okay.
Yes. The fact that having worked with Raila and people around him, that you really want to change the life of people. You want to have an impact of it.
Okay.
Yeah. If you happen to work with that Mzee or listen to him, then you'll realize that the guy is serious. He wants really to change the life of people in Kenya. Yeah. And that has been his dream and his vision.
Okay.
So I became part of it of that. And that's why from the day I joined ODM 2007, I've been consistent. You'll never see Major, ameenda pan D, major.
Okay.
Yes, consistency.
Good.
And you must believe in a certain cause.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So now you're in politics. So how did you transition to forming the Mombasa Walk movement, or what inspired it?
What inspired me was that, let me go back to my medical history.
All right.
Okay. And towards the end of 2010, I was diagnosed with blood pressure and diabetics.
Oh, pole.
Yes.
Pole sana.
Yes.
Okay.
So I've been on drugs. Okay. The first few months I did some exercise. Of that, I stopped. Then after 2013 election, when things went haywire, Joho requested me to join in Mombasa, and they appointed me as a political advisor. Okay. So I was managing the politics of Joho.
Yeah.
Okay. And then after 2 years, he added me a certain additional job setting up the sub-county administration.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you know the sub-county administration is equivalent to the provincial administration.
Yeah.
So we have 6 sub-counties, 30 ward administrators. So I didn't do the job. Political advisor, sub-county administration.
Yeah.
And you remember that time the politics of Mombasa was
Crazy.
hot, head on with the national government.
Yeah.
So behind the scenes, the one who was managing it.
Wow.
So I think around from 2016, nikajisahau. Stop taking drugs. Dila dawa alikuwa napewa. Stop doing any exercises. Full politics. You remember the Waitiki saga?
Yeah.
From there, then we went to the Malindi by-election.
Yeah.
From there, those circuses with the police and everything.
Crazy.
Then we went for the 2017 election. So I was even, other than managing the politics in Mombasa, I was managing the regional politics for ODM. And I also had a foot in Nairobi office.
Okay.
Yes, the campaign was part of the secretariat.
All right.
Yeah. So nikajisahau kabisa. Kazi me 24 hours working. So after 2017 election, of course things went haywire again.
Yeah.
Then I think that must have affected me. So I remember the mid-August, I could see my body. I'm not feeling well. And see, when your sugar level stays for long at a very high, you can feel it. You get some sparks in your blood. You feel it.
Yeah. Almost
So,
you almost
yes.
like coming to paralysis.
Paralysis, yes,
like that.
Then I think on 28th or either 29th of August, I decided to go and say, no, this is too much. Let me go for a checkup. Then I went to the AR clinic. Jubilee. They did the checkup on me. Checked my sugar level at 23.
Very high.
Very high.
Yeah.
They did some scan on me, I think ECG, though the machine is small. And the doctor said they are detecting a mild stroke.
What?
But they didn't have the facility to reconfirm.
Yeah.
So my family at that time was in Nairobi. So I called my friends from office. They rushed me to Mombasa Hospital.
Okay.
Then Mombasa Hospital did a complete check. Okay, they said there's no stroke. Your blood pressure is too high. Your sugar level is too high. We have to admit you and stabilize you. That's what it is. Now, that week I was in hospital.
Okay.
And then that on Friday, 1st of September, is the day of the Maraga ruling.
Yeah.
I was in bed watching the TV, Maraga reading the ruling. Of course, being an ODM guy, when the election was annulled, I jumped, celebrated.
Sukari ikadini.
I made a lot of noise in the place until all the nurses came. What's happening? I'm celebrating, but now I'm sick. I'm not sick anymore. I discharged me. Niko sawa.
They had fun about that. You're even asking for discharge.
Discharge.
Okay.
Now, interestingly, just like in other Kenyans, some of the nurses were NASA.
Okay. Others were Jubilee.
Others were Jubilee. So there was one who was Jubilee. And that weekend, it was not good for me in the hospital.
Hold it right there. We would love to go for a break. And then when we come back, you're going to tell us after that what happened, why you discharged, and what else came after that. Of course, you're hanging out with me, Diana Womboy, and Tony Omuga. And we have a very able guest, the Major
himself. Actually, as a story is telling, and I can relate the story of pressure, diabetes. I can personally relate on a personal level. So I think we're here for a good cause. So stay tuned to Cinebali. This is Blue Radio. This is Bringing the Vibe, and this is the Breakfast Vibe.
Playing you the best of East Africa urban music. This is Blue Radio.